everybody, and welcome to a very special Toonkind FPS. Today I am with my very good friend.
It's me, Mark. Why would you say it like that? You're starting off giving them such high expectations.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
I'm
Thanks.
so sorry. And I introduced myself. This is the state we're in right now. We're a little bit spaced out at the moment, but
It's all good.
I'm playing UFO, so I'm in a good headspace for that, I suppose.
Hang on, just one?
I am playing just one. But yes, I guess I'll start the scene. I'll set up.
Should I say like?
Oh yeah.
Should I say like who I'm playing, or do we want to just kind of start?
Please say who you're playing.
No, I was not sure because it is also fun to be just like we zoom in on a city.
Just coy, yeah. No.
We zoom in on a city or a town. Can't do it. In the dark corners lurks. What could it be? Secrets, corruption?
Secrets, corruption, or a witch.
Could be a witch.
It could be a witch.
I'm trying to lean into like noir shit. If you can't do that, if you can't tell what I'm trying to do, which you might not be able to.
No. Okay. Deep in the bowels of a city, there lurks a presence. There's many webbed feet afoot. There's many I'm trying. we're
No, you're doing great.
On this fine Saturday morning. It's actually not nearly as moody as you'd hope it to be for this setting, but you're going to take what you can. It's actually delightful. It's a beautiful day out.
The buildings are usually taller.
Yeah.
The alleyways are usually darker.
Yeah. Nope, everything's a little bit saturated actually. You're a little put off by it. You are Echo.
Echo LeBlanc.
Echo LeBlanc.
She's an investigative reporter for the Emerald Gazette. And she's here on a case.
She's been hearing many, well, it all began probably a couple months ago, where you've been seeing quite a few photographs of basically blurred objects zooming by.
Mm-hmm.
And your interest was piqued when you would notice that these photographs were taken roughly around the same time as certain strange incidents.
She's got them all pinned on her wall.
Yep. Now they're
red thread and everything.
Absolutely, yes. You had to buy more red thread for this. Now there's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That bulk order finally ran out.
Yep. Yeah.
After all these years. No, I should say something like after all these months.
After all these months. After all these days. Now there have been roughly 6 incidents that you have collected photos from. You're not sure of the connection, but you're sure that there is one.
I mean, if you wanted her to go through her entire thought process, that would be the whole FPS.
Absolutely. So the first photograph was taken a good while ago, actually. There's a bit of a petty thievery incident. It began quite small, but people kept reporting missing metallic or mechanical parts. And it crescendoed into a massive theft incident that got more and more frequent until it stopped altogether. There's another one where there was an old shack in the middle of nowhere with many impact craters all around it. And a similar photograph has been taken in that setting. But the one that caught your interest and what made you go on this investigation in the first place was a couple months ago, for one evening, this struck the entirety of Inkwell. There was, for everyone who had access to television or radio or anything that could interpret signal, there was a massive, you're not sure, it was, televisions would start relaying static and red patterns. There was a terrible screeching noise coming from each radio. General machinery did not function as intended. This incident lasted for about 40 seconds. And this
Oh, you know she had the radio on too, because she was listening to Rhode's radio show.
Oh no, and Rhode.
Now it's personal.
Now it's personal. Yeah, this is absolutely personal now because you were interrupted in listening to. Are they together yet? This is me.
Not yet.
Asking. Okay. You're totally a very good friends radio show. And
she has legs. Sorry, go on.
So that's what made you really dive in the first place. But the more you've dug, the deeper you've dug, you've noticed just a bunch of strange incidents popping up in the periphery, and just also these very strange blurred photographs of unidentified flying objects in a quick blur around the setting around the same time. Now you're walking through Waddleton because you know that the petty thievery and the old shack incidents were reported around this area in particular. So you're walking through the street, and
she's probably, to be honest, she's probably already cased the shack and like didn't find anything specific.
Yeah. No, you actually roll investigation.
Sure. Are you sure you want me to do that?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm really excited. Oh wow.
Is it gonna go? Does it want to go?
Is it gonna go? Come on, dice parser. Dice parser.
I mean, it's been a little bit, maybe, buddy, but
Oh, dice parser, you're not working today.
Okay, well.
Dice parser, we need you. This is D&D
okay.
Dice parser.
Give me a moment.
Oh, A.
Let's see. What's a good one here? I'll roll this kind of opalescent one.
Oh, funky.
It's an 8 on the dice, so that is 17.
That's 17. I'm gonna say you don't trip over any of the impact craters around the shack. First of all. Second of all, you see quite a few. You find quite a few candy wrappers surrounding the shack.
Mm-hmm.
And you also, but besides that, yeah, it's mostly junk. A lot of it kind of like definitely adds up to the things that were stolen over time. Yeah, you
So whatever this beast is, it's hungry.
absolutely.
Maybe foraging
Maybe
for food.
Foraging for food.
But for how long? How much longer?
And so the trail has led you to Waddleton. And
the literal trail of like little wagon wheel marks. It's been a little long for those to still be there.
Yeah. I know they're pretty sticky. They stuck to the pavement, maybe.
I mean, to be fair, you know, if you're looking at candy wrappers, the next thing you're going to do is, well, where these wrappers come from?
Yeah, basically.
Boom, into town.
Yeah.
This brand is only found in one place. It's a local sweet.
Yeah. It's a local confectionery for ducks.
Mm-hmm. Pea flavor.
Pea.
like snow pea, like snap peas.
Yeah.
Not like the other pea that you might be thinking about.
I gathered.
I would say bread, but don't feed them bread.
Don't feed them bread. There's a bakery in
but they
town. It's a sometimes food.
Grapes cut in half flavor. I just think about that one video with the duck who has the bowl with the peas in it, and it's just like going to town.
Well, you're walking through the town, and it's a bustling, it's a rustling, it's vibing, but you eventually come across the main street. Now, this isn't usually your scene, but you prefer the dark alleyways of noir, but no, you're in the sheer
preference. She could blend into a crowd if she needs to.
Yeah, exactly. It's a little bit difficult because most people around here are avian.
They're probably also slightly shorter than her.
They are, yeah. But what catches your eye is you've been at this investigation for a little while now, and
yeah, she's got a whole notebook dedicated to it. She's got little copies of the photographs.
Yes, exactly.
Probably some of them like even like cut out from like fringe weird magazines and shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
The competition.
You're gonna break the story first.
The full story.
Yeah. But you've been at this for a while, and you're a little bit tired. You're a little bit tired. You kind of need. Do you have any caffeine on you, or do you need to buy some?
Well, I think normally she has some, but she's been at this for a little while. She's kind of far away from home.
Yeah.
Down in Waddleton, she lives and mostly works in Villestown, but she makes outings for interesting stories.
Yeah.
But she's been going for quite a bit now.
Yeah.
She might actually be running out of steam and coffee, which is kind of tragic, actually.
Yeah.
She runs on the stuff.
Well, thankfully, there is right next to you. Well, actually, you are allured by the smell of black coffee wafting from a local building, and it is a Starbeaks. Now, you haven't tried Starbeaks before, but you figure any place with coffee will do.
At this point, yeah. I mean, she's seen it around, but she's got her preferred local places,
Yeah. Not big on the chain, on the big coffee chain.
No, support local businesses.
Yeah, exactly.
Small business supporter, Echo LeBlanc.
Yeah.
Um, but at this point, yeah, she's probably getting a little desperate. She could give that a try.
Yeah. Well, you walk in, and I want you to make a perception check.
Oh wait, fuck. Dice parser isn't working. Hang on.
Yeah.
I went to go type again. Oh my god.
Why isn't dice parser working? Is it
just
you?
double check what her perception is. It's not bad.
Yeah. I'm gonna see.
Well, that fell off.
Oh, I'm gonna see if it works for me because I'm rolling something right now.
That's a 9 on the dice, so 12.
12.
She's not as good at perceiving as she is at investigating.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna see.
Once she's got her like story, she's on it. You know what I mean? But like sometimes it takes a little while to find it.
Yeah.
No, I mean she's got a +3 to perception, which is pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not working for me either. I'm gonna need to get a dice. One moment.
There's probably like, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, one sec. Sorry, pardon me. Need to get my big bag of dice.
Good, because I could hear your feet like approaching.
Yeah. Alright, what dice am I gonna use? Got some nice dice because a friend gave me. I'll use this one. If it doesn't work, I've got 2 other dice to choose from. Alrighty, sorry. It's 13 plus 1. Okay, cool. But yeah, sorry, you got a 12?
Yes.
Okay. For a perception check. It's kind of, the Starbeaks itself is pretty, like, it's well kept, and it's kind of like a modern, like, chain, like, modern design kind of feel, but you're not really vibing with it.
There's no familiar coffee stain in the corner to gaze at wistfully as you mull over a case.
No. There's also, there's not many people here. There's like, there's a small queue of avians just kind of standing there, avian tunes just kind of standing there waiting for their order. And the barista kind of steps forward from the counter and says, "All right, who wanted the double whipped cream, double caramel shot, double grape cut in half, and some boba peas at the bottom?" And a duck comes forward and says, "Oh yeah, that was me. Thank you."
Why is it gotta be so complicated? You just get a coffee black.
Yeah.
I bet the windows of this place don't even open the right way to catch the breeze.
Oh, they don't.
To rustle your
I don't even think
hair and your hat.
I don't even think they open. I think they're just like
as
the
you think
big,
about
like,
the state of the world,
panes, like the big glass panes that don't actually have. Yeah.
What's the point?
That's the point. I will give you, however, there is someone you need to do a quick double take, because aside from you, there is another non-avian in the room, and that's what strikes you first. What strikes you second is that they have no legs.
I really want to imagine her like looking down at like one of the blurry photographs
Yeah.
and then like looking up
looking
and being
back,
like, oh, there's a person.
Yeah.
Looks back down at it. And then like
back up. Oh. And floating in the queue is oh. Well, it's well, it certainly looks like a UFO. You're pretty sure it must be UFO. You're kind of surprised that no one else around it is is really saying anything.
I'm trying so hard in the moment to come up with a different acronym besides UFO. It's very hard.
Unlicensed unlicensed fleeting yeah, no, I can't.
It doesn't have to be the same letters. Right now I'm kind of looking at like like the like blurry or obscure or fleeting's a good one.
Yeah, fleeting.
And you're like, what's other? Hang on, I look at this thesaurus really quick.
Noun.
What's the other word for object? Hang on a second.
There's
on this.
Dee Dee suggested a legless glowing monster, and Liz has suggested orbiter. Something fleeting orbiter. I like orbiter.
Orbiter's so good.
Unlicensed fleeting orbiter.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, we could go there. Yeah. I could do a licensed fleeting orbiter.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like. I had a decent one where I'm trying to find like a word besides like photograph, which is just like a thing. You know what? I could do phenomenon.
Phenomenon, yes.
I could do like the blurry obscured phenomenon. And she's just like it's a bop.
Okay, yes, we're doing that. We're doing the bop. Blurry obscured phenomenon. Blurry obscured phenomenon. Yes. Short for bop.
Just because
you found the bop.
Just because.
Found the bop.
She's been looking for this bop the whole the whole week.
Looking for this bop. Now this bop is
she immediately, by the way, goes into like full like casual nonchalant.
Yeah.
Like kind of tries to fade back into the shadows to like
I'm gonna see if this bop notices your presence at all.
You can try.
Let's see.
Do you want me to roll a stealth?
I'll roll a stealth. I'll do a perception. Oh shit.
So how's it going for you?
So I got a nat 20.
Oh, cool. What's the... Oh. Wait, why is it a total... Oh, okay. They have a +3?
They have a
+4, I mean?
They have a +4, yeah.
That's hilarious, because I rolled a 12 on the dice for a total of 23.
Oh my god. So...
Oh, stupid, like, sneaky.
Yeah.
That's amazing, actually.
Yeah. This UFO kind of like, their single antenna kind of perks up, and they look around around the queue, and they see what do they see? What do they see?
I'm gonna say the first thing I can think of is she folds herself up and puts herself in with the napkins. Which would in any other case be a really good spot.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Not this time. She's flat. She's two-dimensional. She can do this.
The bop looks at you, stares directly at you with their one eye. Blinks.
She stares back with her one eye that you can see.
They blink a couple times.
She also blinks a couple times.
And kind of looking at their spot in the queue, they kind of float over to you, like very quiet, like very slowly and quietly, looking around as they do so. And they go, excuse me?
She's been seen. This doesn't usually happen.
Oh, I just wanted to ask because I'm not too familiar with everything that happens around here, but are you trying to hide? Because if you are, I will stop talking to you and I will let you hide.
I mean, my cover's been blown, so it's too late. She pops out and unfolds, pops back into form.
And
but I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you wouldn't mind.
The bop kind of like their antenna raises and they just kind of jump a little bit and they unfold from their little saucer form and they point at themselves like, me?
And she flips pages in her fucking book. That's an interesting question coming from somebody who looks suspiciously like she turns the book around and shows them the photograph. The blurry, obscured phenomenon in this photo. Now, where were you on the on the day of?
The day of.
Yeah, insert specific date.
I'm gonna.
We don't have time frames for this. We don't have real date. Where were you on the 12th day of Decemberary?
Okay.
She does kind of start rapid firing though.
Yeah. Hang on. I need another.
Time to harass this.
Time to harass.
Time to harass this baby.
Time to harass this baby. Hang on. Just need to roll D10 really quick. Okay. Yeah. You see this without removing their gaze from you. You see this bop reach into their hammer space and take out a plush bunny and kind of cling to it at their side. And they go,
and in addition to that, you would happen to know this. Turns another.
And they're just kind of clinging this bunny
because from what I figured in my own spare time, of course, is that just goes off on some. I'm not as good at the babble as I want to be.
No, all good.
But eventually, she holds up a pen as if it's a microphone and just says, "You wouldn't happen to want to make a statement on that, would you?"
usually M1A would make the statements. I was.
On this collection of numbers and letters, you're referring to another individual.
Well, yes. Wait.
Writes down.
That is.
And they kind of they're still kind of like whoa. Would Echo like to roll insight, or?
I would love to roll insight. 12, because that's the number I rolled. Does not have a modifier for that.
This baby looks uncomfortable. That's all you're picking up. They look kind of stunned and uncomfortable, but that's
all right. Okay, time to change tracks.
They're clinging their buddy.
Where did you get all this information?
I have my sources.
The
Okay, how about listen, you caught me off guard. How about we try again? My name is Echo LeBlanc, investigative reporter for the Emerald Gazette. She hands them a business card.
The bop takes it. And they stare at it for a moment.
Oh, this is what engineer has too. Okay, this is a common Toon thing. This is a common Toonkind thing. Okay.
I don't think Echo corrects them. As far as she's concerned, it's for her. It is for her. She's got the cards.
Yep. And they kind of quickly put it in their hammer's face, and they say,
I am Cody. I do not have a card.
That's all right. I can write that down. Her pen has not stopped moving this entire conversation. Unless she's flipping through looking for something else, like the pen has been down, scribbling, just any notes.
Yeah. They're they're still clutching their buddy very tightly, but they kind of for half of this conversation, for most of this conversation, they've been kind of like at I guess like they've been looking up at you like a bit like kind of like oh no. But they've kind of gotten to the point where they've kind of lifted themselves up. They're hovering about face level to you now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but I do not know what. And you said investigative reporter is?
She does the like double blink of like, I can't believe you've just asked me this question. Has she, with that 12, has she gauged how relatively young this being is?
I'm gonna say it isn't that hard to tell. So
Okay.
I like you've gauged that like this isn't an adult, but you don't know quite how young.
Listen, I'm just trying to figure out if it's appropriate for her to call them kid.
Oh my god, I'd love that.
I think she says something like, "Listen, kid, you see this badge?" She points to a little piece of paper sticking out of her hat.
Yes, I see it.
This is a press badge. Fuck, hang on. This is a press badge. Do you know what this badge means?
I don't.
Me trying to think about what the fucking how she would describe this. This. Hang on. hang on. This badge gives me access to the scene. What scene, you might ask? The scene of the truth, the scene of the crime, all of it.
Cody kind of their antenna lowers quite substantially, and they say,
You are not a police, are you?
Hardly.
Oh, okay.
Listen, between you and me, those people don't care about the truth at all. No, not like I do.
This Cody kind of like, they lean in a little bit, and they suddenly look very interested.
The truth. What are you trying to find the truth for?
Well, that's a longer answer, and like looks almost like conspiratorially around. I won't lie to you, kid. I'm running a little low on fuel, if you get what I mean.
Fuel.
You want to talk more about this over a cup?
Oh, yeah, yes. Oh, I apologize.
And they look at their what used to be their place in line. It's gone now.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Not sorry. Echo's not.
Yeah. They go, oh,
I wanted to pick up something for Woodley, Professor, but it is all right. I'm sure he will not mind. He should sleep anyway.
Oh, okay, hang on. Woodland Break, huh?
Oh, Woodley Break. Yes. He.
Like, again, not breaking eye contact with you, writing shit down.
Yes, I live there.
Interesting bird.
I live at his lab.
Writes that down.
Alongside my friend M1A.
Writes that shit down as well.
Yeah.
Oh. Now, I'm trying to think, she doesn't always do this, but would cutting in line be more of a persuasion, a deception? Could I roll a stealth to
I feel like it would be, yeah, I think maybe a stealth.
Stealth is the ideal here for me and for Echo.
Yeah.
So
I think you can argue with stealth.
When people go to take a step forward, she does the thing where she immediately replaces the person in front of whoever else would have taken the step forward, and just acts as if she has always been there.
And I think because you're in a crowd, arguably you're in a queue of people who need coffee, so they would be.
They're all so tired.
I think the only kind of person you'd have to worry about is the person who wants their damn coffee, and this person just cut in line. But
here, let me do a quick natural 20.
Oh fuck yeah, no problem.
She's in this line. She's been in this line the entire time. What are you talking about?
I actually think Cody blinks, and suddenly you're there, and they they look around in a small panic, and they're like.
She says that that she does that as she was saying, how about we talk over a cup, and just steps just slightly back so that she's in the line.
Cody just blinks a couple times, and they go,
oh,
and they
looks at them what's wrong?
They look around, and they go, and they kind of float a little closer, and they cup a hand over their, well, I guess not even their mouth, just their face a bit, and they go,
Are you you on the run from the law?
Complicated question. The short answer is no.
Oh, okay.
And they pull back, because they're pretty sure you're not supposed to cut in line, but they're not gonna challenge you.
Chaotic neutral.
They're not gonna question.
Now the real question, do they join her in the line?
Let's see. Do I have a coin to flip? I don't. Okay, I have an eraser though.
Just roll evens and odds.
Oh yeah.
I think she probably even says something like,
They politely stay
Like-
out of the line. They'll get the coffee they want later. It's not even for them.
I think she doesn't know this, first of all. So I think what she does say is, yeah, I'm not much into these places myself. It's a local place back home I like to frequent, but, you know, desperate times, desperate measures, what they say. Seems to be a lot of variety in the orders that get picked up here. And, like, as people walk by with, like, wild...
Like, wilder
Like
and wilder. Like,
Yeah.
like, there's like, I think there's, like, there's types of, like, birdseed and sunflower seeds on top of
One of them's
per
just a
pair.
cup full of seeds.
Yeah.
There's not even any liquid in it.
No. And I think there's one where they're like, no, I'm trying to do there's like a flower and like a hummingbird too just like floats by sipping at it. But yeah.
It's really good. But she just says something like, I'm partial to to take it black myself. What about you?
And they scratch their helmet and they go,
I am quite sure if I had this coffee, there would be a hole in the wall. Because I would have flown through it. I get really hyper with coffee, is what I am trying to say.
You know what, kid? You're honest. I like that. I think at some point, like, as she, like, can we say she eventually gets to the front of the line?
Yeah. You come across the barista is like it's kind of cool looking parrot. It's a black parrot with like a red with red streaks on their crest on his crest, and he's like, it's like, all right, what do you want?
I think she just I think she is one of the people that doesn't know, like, the drink sizes and shit at a Starbeaks, so she just orders whatever the large is, black coffee, and, like a small lemonade, we'll say.
Yeah. All right. Megasimo Void and a sour piccolino. Got it.
Yeah, all right.
And he actually looks a bit more relaxed, like, oh, thank the gods. It's simple.
They're not ordering anything off the secret menu.
Yeah.
which in Inkwell does have to be a real thing,
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
There is definitely like an actual secret venue.
Yeah. And he eventually it's really quick. He just like literally goes to make it, and he slams down like a 2-liter giant coffee cup with like steaming black coffee in it, and just this tiny little like with pinching his thumb and forefinger, a tiny little lemonade next to it.
It's a shot.
Yeah, just a shot of lemonade.
She like shrugs, picks it up.
Yeah.
Is Cody like still hovering around?
Yeah.
Hands it to them.
Oh, thank you. I do not have currency. Actually, no, I do have currency. Why would I be at a store if I did not have currency?
Consider it a gift.
Oh.
And Cody kind of nods a little bit and says, it is different here. And they nod and say, thank you. Do you need to sit down?
I don't need to sit down.
Okay. Well,
Why, you got somewhere to be?
no, not quite yet.
And they go over to the table and they say, I just need to, in order to, and they revert back into their UFO mode, and they abduct the lemonade.
That's amazing.
And
You didn't know it was possible for someone to like write in a little notebook and drink a coffee with only 2 hands, but like somehow.
And Cody watches this, and they look a little bit impressed, like they don't understand how this is happening, but they're watching it and they don't understand. But it's very impressive.
I think it's it's a Toon thing where like she holds the notepad and pen and like starts writing, and then lets go of the notepad for a second to like drink the coffee.
Yeah.
But it stays in place.
Yeah. And they look at the notepad, and they're you notice they're vibrating a little bit, not too much, but just a little bit. And with that energy comes a little bit more confidence, and they go,
You had pictures of my friend.
Oh, yeah. By the way, when they do look at the notepad, it's like fucking chicken scratch. Like, this is unreadable. Like, I don't know if those are words on there.
Can Echo at least decipher them?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
It's a combination of, like, probably really bad handwriting, but also, like, shorthand.
Yeah. Just a bunch of words.
But it's also, like, her own shorthand, so it's...
it doesn't make...
She doesn't have to, like, encode any notes, because, like, no one can fucking read them anyway.
Yeah. Cody hovers near the chicken scratch, and they kind of shake their head, and they go,
Oh, this must be a different dialect than what I'm used to.
You could say that. Sorry, you could say that, and then there's like a saxophone sting, and then her eyes like glance over the room, like.
Cody looks around.
Yeah.
And then they shake their head a little bit, and they press again.
You have pictures of my friend. Why do you have pictures of M1A?
Well, She, like, again flips back into the book. She does this shit, like, without even trying. She knows exactly where each of these things is in
Yeah,
this book.
yeah.
And, like, starts rattling off, like, details about, well, I have a few. I've put them in a rough timeline. But, your friend's been doing, been having quite the, wow, words are hard. Hang on.
Adventure?
Sure, yeah, your friend's been having quite an adventure.
Oh,
Cody's antenna droops and they say,
yeah, you could say that.
Then they kind of suddenly look a bit alarmed and they go,
M1A is not in trouble here, are they?
I mean,
because if there
not
are
from me.
if there are in trouble, okay.
I'm more interested to know the full story.
Oh, well, if it'll help, please don't think badly of them.
And this time they do kind of settle down on like the coffee table.
Still in UFO mode?
Yeah, still in UFO mode.
No. I think that's a statement Echo is going to try and make an insight check on.
Yeah, go ahead.
I forgot I can't use Dice Parser because it's poopy.
I think there's been a bot thing.
3!
Oh, that's you get nothing from that.
Nothing.
You're just kind of like, oh, that's a weird thing to say.
But no, she does like. I mean, most of it is petty thievery, which, if you're talking to me, if you don't know what I think, let's just say I have experience.
Cody looks up at you and goes,
Oh, okay. Well, the what you call petty thievery, see, they were trying to find parts to. They're trying to find machine parts to fix me.
Oh.
You see,
like very much a go on, like.
You see, when M1A and I arrived here, I was very badly damaged, and some of it is, some of it kind of stayed damaged. They gesture to where their missing antenna is and their crossed out eye, but M1A went looking for parts and pieces to fix me so that we could perhaps return back to where we came from, but in the safety of this place,
and they shake their head.
Anyway,
God, I'm so I'm like, she doesn't know.
Yeah.
But I'm like, does she ask now, or do we wait a second?
You can ask whenever.
No, she's got you talking right now, so I think she's gonna wait a sec.
Yeah.
Just let you finish.
And M1A, they you see, we came here from quite, I think,
and their eyes darken a little bit.
We came here from quite a terrible place.
That's so.
Yeah. So we were. So M1A was a little a little desperate, and so they tried very hard to make sure I was hidden and safe while they tried to fix me, and they tried very hard to find all the right parts for me, but in the end they needed help. So we had to, they had to eventually, and they kind of it's good that Toonkind are so kind, aren't they?
Yeah, most of them.
Most of them.
And they kind of give a small laugh.
You are not the first person to investigate my friend M1A. There were two friends who helped before they heard about all the thefts. And from what I have been told, they were kind of roped into finding and checking in on M1A.
Your friends have names?
Yeah, it was Marcel friend and Blink friend.
I love this little UFO so much.
Yes, they discovered where I had been hidden, and thank goodness it was them, because if it was anyone else, or because they knew to help fix me, and they knew to help find help, and they knew to help M1A friend find help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see.
But
they perk up and they see the picture of the shack, and they point. They go,
yes, and that was where I was hidden for a long time.
Yeah, I was around there earlier.
Oh.
Fan of grapes cut in half flavor, aren't you?
Oh. And Cody's antenna droops a little bit, and they go,
that is mostly M1A. They whenever they needed to go somewhere very quickly, they would have a little bit of candy, and then that would give them enough energy to just get where they were going really quickly. Because
make holes in the wall.
Make holes in the wall. Well, in M1A's case, make holes in the ground. There are a lot of impact craters around that place. Sometimes it would wake me up.
If Cody is looking, and I'm just going to give this to you, but if Cody is looking at Echo's face, at all during any of this, Cody can interpret, whatever. She hasn't really been super expressive this entire time. Yeah. You see the ghost of a little smile, just a humorous
Oh.
I have been wondering about that.
We process sugar. It seems we process sugar quite, intensely. But no harm done, unless we knock ourselves out.
God, I'm so tempted to be like, yeah, you know what?
Oh.
So what about caffeine?
Cody, their eye widens a little bit, and they go, and they look at the vault, like the nice pristine walls of this place, and they go,
I do not know. I have never tried, but I am not confident it is a good idea.
I mean, if you're gonna try it, I wouldn't recommend it here. This stuff's terrible. Like she like finishes the cup.
the 2-liter large cup.
Yep.
But yeah, Cody looks again at the notebook, or at least the pictures, and they're looking through, like, they're looking at one of the blurred pictures, and they go,
Okay, so that one is definitely M1A. Do you see? They have yellow eyes. Do you see that yellow streak?
Mm-hmm.
And that one is also M1A. Most of these are M. Oh, there I am.
and they point to one further down.
That one, yeah, because I was feeling a lot better by then. I was fixed by then.
And then they stop and they blink a few times.
Oh. We've got to that third incident.
And yeah. And they go,
that they were not themselves then.
And you notice they've unfurled into their winged mode, and their wings are kind of. Here's a fun fact about wasps, if you don't know already. Whenever they're very angry, their wings go into a V shape.
Oh, I did not know this.
That's what's happening with Cody right now.
I'm gonna do another little roll, just for giggles, just because she really didn't pick up anything last.
Yeah.
10 on the dice.
10A.
That's better than a 3.
This kid is mad. You don't know exactly at what, but
Angie. And then the question here becomes like, is Echo the kind of person who like probes? When a child is mad. About something. I'm like, at what point? Like.
They
trying to think about like what has she put together from what they've said so far.
They came from a bad place.
Yeah. I'm also trying to think if she has like a analogy, like a so like a experience.
Yeah. Has anyone in her general vicinity ever been like possessed or hijacked before?
I feel like I gotta be forgetting something obvious. Not specifically.
Yeah.
No. I mean, not that she knows of.
Yeah. That's not nice. But yeah, you just notice that they look kind of distant. They look mad, and they're looking at this particular picture.
Hmm.
They shuffle their wings a bit, and then they
I won't lie to you, kid. I'm a little curious, but
Uh,
if it's a touchy subject, we don't have to go into it now.
and Cody kind of their wings lower and they look up at you and they say,
oh, I cannot answer questions.
I mean, yeah, half my job is trying to get people to answer questions when they don't want to.
Oh,
and they look back down at the picture and they go,
that must be quite difficult.
they take the picture and then they flip it over so they don't have to look at it anymore.
Sure, she can like flip that page.
Yeah.
Listen, she's building good. She's building a rapport.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And Echo, you've flipped over to a page with other sightings of and other notes of UFOs. You've got at least two others after the transmission incident where everything went haywire for 40 seconds. One was the scrapyard incident where a truck was hijacked, a power generator was stolen, and there were reports of loud noises coming from the abandoned scrapyard in Toontown. And the other one is the Bop crash incident, where reports of something having fallen in what, as far as you know, in just Toontown, two confirmed impact sites. And Cody perks up and points out one picture, and they go,
Oh, there I am again.
See, by the way, is this is Cody post design change? Yes.
Yes, this is post design change.
Remind me, is that other one before or after?
Which one? The
one they're pointing at.
This is before.
Okay.
The one here. The light positionings are basically the same.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to like brain theater of the mind.
It's okay.
I may or may not have been completely caught up. Who knows?
No, you're fine. You're fine.
But I think she does kind of look a little like thoughtful, and it's just like. Now, I was wondering about this, and like, yeah, points at the same picture and says something like, because it seems like most of the stuff that your friend has gotten up to has been somewhat purposeful. Does this have a specific reason behind it, or?
Cody's antenna lowers and they go, and they look down and they say,
These last few incidents, they were not by choice.
And I'm gonna.
You could just hear the pen click again.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll hammer space. They succeed. They take out their bunny again. And they kind of cling to it. They take a deep breath. And they go,
Um, I want to be very, very clear. The place we are from is a place called the Great Machine.
She somehow has 2 pens going now.
And while we were there, we were not viewed as individuals. We were viewed as parts and extensions of the Great Machine.
The fucking eye narrow that gets. not of like, oh, I don't think you're telling the truth. Of that's fucked up.
When we got here, and when they hoped, whenever I was there, for reasons I'm not entirely sure of today, I was, I was sent to be, I assume, dismantled or destroyed. M1A intervened and fled with me here. I think they hoped that if I was back in working order, we could return and things would be the same as they ever were. But it did not work out that way, and I think M1A realized that too. But in any case, we went to Inkwell. I eventually was fixed up, and we eventually found a home here, but the Great Machine, while it no longer saw me as an extension of itself, it still saw M1A as one of its eyes. So it looked through M1A, and they clutched their bunny tighter, and it used them to try gathering more information about this place. But and they shake their hand. But it's okay. We destroyed M1A's ship. We made sure that. But M1A is fine. M1A has a new ship, and now we don't have to think about the Great Machine anymore because there's no more connection between M1A and the Great Machine. There's no more connection between myself and the Great Machine, and they kind of clutch their bunny again, and they go, and I just would like the Great Machine to stay far away from here, but I'm worried.
Processing this. I'm also processing how she's processing this.
Yeah. And then Cody kind of blinks, and they go, did I say a lot? Did I say too much?
Kid, in my line of work, there's no such thing as saying too much. Well, maybe if you're talking to someone who isn't me.
Okay.
Sounds to me like that machine didn't appreciate what it had. Doesn't deserve doesn't deserve that in the future.
Cody kind of slowly nods, and they go,
I am worried, but I think the worst things that have happened to us have always come from the Great Machine, and the best things that have happened to us have been here.
and they shrug.
Hey, Inky, I have a question.
Yes.
Just because I want to make sure the last picture that Echo has.
Yeah.
Is that still Cody and M1A related, or is that not related to them?
Why don't you look at it?
Okay, cool. I think what Echo does first. Gosh, how's she gonna phrase this? I'm gonna say something along the lines of, well, I have a friend who lets me look through her eyes, but you know, she gets all kinds of treats in return for it, and like, does a really short like whistle, and like, in Banff's, it's a little crow.
Oh,
in the
asterisks.
same kind of style.
Yeah. Cody startles, dropping their bunny, and they quickly pick it back up.
Oh, and she goes like, "Isn't that right, Dahlia?"
Oh.
And like holds her hand with the bird out,
Oh.
like gives him scritches.
Oh. Hello, Dahlia.
And they frown a little bit. And they tilt their head.
Are you Echo's sentry?
I think Dahlia like tilts her head the same way. Doesn't answer. Doesn't really.
Yeah.
That's not her shtick.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
like.
And cautiously, Cody reaches out a little bit.
Just that. I think she just kind of caws in response.
Yeah. And Cody,
Mate, is it all right if I pat?
Yeah.
They follow your
Dahlia
example.
Dahlia's not gonna.
Yeah, they follow
do
your
anything.
example, Echo, and they give small scritches.
While Cody is doing this and is distracted,
Yeah.
Echo's gonna flip to that last picture. Because because the thing about this
Yeah.
is that they do have different appearances than before.
Yeah.
But it's still probably decently obvious that it's still the same creatures.
For one.
The last one is what? Just craters, or are there bops in this one?
There are 3 bops in this one.
Okay.
And the kicker is one is a darker blue color, has dark blue color light trails. One has green light trails, and one has red light trails. None of it which match the light trails that came from Cody or M1A.
Me thinking about this fucking judgment call that Echo has to make. I mean, the good answer, or at least the like the easy answer is you don't tell them about
Yeah.
it, and because this does seem like someone who is pretty much a kid of some
Yeah.
kind, of some
Yeah.
degree,
Yeah.
is clearly scared.
Yeah.
But I'm trying, like, how much of this does Echo really,
Yeah.
first off, like, gather,
Yeah.
and second, care about, which
Yeah.
isn't the way to phrase it, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Not like she wouldn't care. She's
No.
not an uncaring, unfeeling
Yeah.
person,
Yeah. Yeah.
but, like, because there are times where it's like, well, you know, what's the best thing for, like, is it better to tell someone something
Yeah.
or not?
Exactly.
Then, like,
Yeah. Yeah. Um. Uh. Hmm.
I think she says something like Cody, right?
Yes.
You said it's just you and your friend here.
Yes. Yeah.
She's just like trying to fucking double check this shit.
Does Cody see the picture?
I don't. How close are they looking? I don't think she would actively hide it. I
No.
don't think that's her shtick.
Well, let's do a perception.
She's not actively concealing it, but she's not making
going
it
like,
known.
here, look.
Here, look at this.
That's a 7
Like-
on perception.
Oh, great, good. God. I'm just like, okay, Echo, if I'm Echo and I'm thinking about myself in the past, and I'm thinking about what if something happened and someone didn't tell me, or what if something
Yeah.
happened and someone did tell me
Yeah.
when they didn't,
Yeah.
or didn't when they could have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Also, she's chaotic neutral.
Yeah. It's your call.
The problem with this
Yeah.
is that I'm weighing between what I think a chaotic neutral character would do
Yeah.
and just like how, if Cody was an adult, this answer would be easy.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
And also what Mock wants to do, or what Mock thinks is probably the better thing to do,
Yeah.
versus what Echo probably would actually do. Because
Yeah,
one thing
yeah.
about her that I don't know if it's come up specifically, I don't think it has,
Yeah.
she grew up pretty quick as a kid.
Right. Right.
Not in a bad way, but just as a kid. The short version is, as a kid, she was adopted into like kind of a thieves guild,
I see. I
Um,
see. So
and you know, well, it wasn't like, oh, you have to work to earn your
Yeah,
place
yeah,
or
it
whatever.
was
But she
just-
did, you know,
yeah, had to
Be-
mature a bit really quickly.
pretty young.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. Also,
Uh-huh.
the problem with this is that I also early in her character development determined she's probably not good with kids. She's actually been
Yeah.
really. This is like really good for
Yeah,
her,
yeah.
without even really fully realizing it. She's like, I must distract this person to look at this other thing. Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
as far as the logic
Yeah,
goes.
yeah.
It wasn't like, oh, I bet this kid would like to look at my bird.
Yeah, yeah.
That wasn't part of the,
yeah,
the equation.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Do you want to flip a coin?
I know what I have to do. I'm just stealing myself for it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to also think about how Sorry, give me a fucking second.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
This one's tough. This is a tough one.
This wasn't like I wasn't expecting to lead up to this moment in this way. So I'm a bit like,
No,
oh God,
it's
oh
good.
God.
It's just because the thing, like, I can't leave it with like her, the only person knowing this.
Yeah.
Is also the part of it.
Yeah.
But then, do I? Like, how involved does she get? She's just trying to figure out the story. You know?
Yeah.
She's a journalist.
Well, I could throw you a bone. You know where this kid is living now, right?
No, that's what exactly. I was also thinking about that. Is it to like go around them, go to their fucking parents, quote unquote?
Yeah.
But then I am gonna force Maud to do a game with me. No, I think what she might do. I wish she had like another, like a direct line, like a. No, business card's the best she's got because she doesn't have a phone like outside of the office.
Yeah.
I think that the closest option I'm gonna get is to have her tell Cody to ask Woodlig to give her a call.
Yeah.
That might be the kindest that I can get her to do.
Yeah.
Mock, do not want her to tell this child, hey, your fears are correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, you know the monster under the bed that you've been afraid of? It's real.
It's there,
it's fucking happening right now.
Yep. What does Echo say to Cody?
Damn, Echo, you really fucking stumping me on this one, huh? Hey, girl.
Oh.
She does the very painfully obvious thing of like keeps asking, like you said, it's just the two of you, right?
Yeah.
Just you and your friend M1A.
Yes. Yeah.
One and two.
Yeah. One and two.
1 and 2. Actually, the amount of asking. Oh no, that's an 11 insight. The amount of asking. Cody's like.
I mean,
is that okay?
She has a +5 to deception.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
And a +5 to performance.
Cody has a +7 to insight, so, but I rolled really low just then. So,
do you want me to do a roll?
Yeah.
You think this is more? This is really just flavor. Is this performance?
Yeah, this is flavor mostly.
I think it's probably closer to deception.
Yeah.
Again, the number is the same.
Yeah.
I rolled a 5 on the dice.
Oh.
For a total of 10.
Oh. Echo?
Yes, Cody.
Why do you keep asking if there are just two of us?
Oh my god. Yeah, I think she does, like, in real time, like, freeze for, like, 30 full seconds.
I think that's when Cody looks down at the picture.
Oh no. No, she's gotta go. No, she's gonna go in. She's gotta go in now. She says, so I take it these are not your friends. and shows them the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's how we're gonna go. That's how this is gonna go.
That's how this is gonna go. Let's see.
I was like, yeah, I got a plan that's probably good for everyone's mental health. No. Echo, you rolled so bad on your deception.
Yeah. That's a 10 on the wisdom save that Cody has gotten. They stare at the picture for a good solid another good solid 30 seconds.
Like, she doesn't pull it away.
No.
She's not like, haha, no, don't look at... Like, that's not her...
No,
that's not her mentality. Exactly. That's not her personality.
Yeah. Maybe. And Echo, you see them, they're shaking now. And they're clutching. They've actually dropped the rabbit to their side. I need
like
to...
on like how like on the ground, or like
on the coffee table. Like, I need to tell him 1A. I need to tell him 1A. I need to go. I need to. And they look around, and they're suddenly kind of like struck that they could be, if they're all sentries, then they could then they could be anywhere, and they could know where we are, and they could.
Well, I think she's gonna just go like, well, don't sell yourself short, kid. You saw me.
And Cody looks at you, and Echo, you're struck about. You're a little. You see how there's no concealing it. Cody looks absolutely terrified. You can see their void, their face that's usually a void black, flickering with orange.
Not know what the fuck to do. This is not her game. She doesn't know this. She wouldn't know what to do if this was like an adult.
Yeah.
What? I have to.
Well,
I have to warn, but
would you let me walk you home?
They look at you, and they were thinking to like rush out, but now they're unsure who's watching. And they go, I need to hide.
I think would be pretty funny.
What?
She just lifts her hat. With the implication of just like hide under this hat.
Cody actually, they quickly shove the bunny back into their hammer space, and they zip up, and they go straight onto Echo's head.
Really good. This is like super intense, but also sweet.
Yeah. And
just puts her hat back down, and because they're tunes, this works.
Yeah. This works just fine.
It's like the line that's her hat is like a little thicker than usual.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of UFO shaped.
Yeah. And you do feel Cody shaking quite a bit as they're there, and there is silence from them for a good while.
Yeah, she does at least in her mind is what is appropriately dramatic. She does like wait, she does the thing where she kind of like presses herself against the wall aside the door, and sends Dahlia out, looks through Dahlia's eyes. Can I do a I can't do that on dice parser, but can I do a perception?
Absolutely.
Of just the general area?
Yeah.
Dahlia is a familiar, so she can see through Dahlia's eyes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't know if it's her perception or if it's Dahlia. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna just use hers. Natural 1. Does not see anything.
Not jack or shit, but
not jack or shit. So I mean, she still acts, as far as she's aware.
Yeah.
She's giving it a look. So
yeah. But Cody's gonna stay under the hat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's not gonna press them.
Yeah.
For this, it's not like a. Does she know where? She knows where Woodlick lives.
Yeah.
She's a member of the press, and Woodlick is the celebrity figure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So she knows where Woodlick lives.
Yeah. So you start heading towards Woodlake's, and
pretty much.
And there's still silence and shaking from up there, and I'm gonna.
She does stick to the shadows, though.
Yeah.
That's her usual way of moving around, but like.
Yeah.
Just because you can't see them doesn't mean they can't see you.
Yeah, exactly.
This kind of thinking does not help if she externalizes.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think she does that, but that's her mentality.
Yeah.
Just for you, for the listener.
Yeah. I rolled another whiz save, and that's 11. That's not great, but it's better than further deteriorating. And you hear a small voice from your hat.
Echo reporter.
Discord may not have picked up the little sound I made. I just did like a like a I heard you question sound.
And they cling to your hair basically, and they say,
I think I understand a little about how M1A felt when they realized that their home wasn't a good place.
They take in another breath and they go,
I don't want any of this to be true.
Well, sometimes the truth is ugly, the truth is scary. But better to bring it to light
and
than to have it lurk in the dark. That's what my job is. Bring the truth to light. Let people know. She kind of like shrugs.
And they're quiet for a little bit, and you don't hear much from them for a while. And They take another deep breath and they go,
That sounds very difficult, Echo Reporter.
Can be. Can be difficult, but can be rewarding.
and they clutch at your hair for a bit and they go,
It's very important, isn't it?
I like to think so. You know, can't fight what you don't know.
and you feel a bit of a shift, and you surmise that they've nodded.
Mm-hmm.
And
Cody feels her head tilt. She's nodded as well.
yeah. And you continue your walk down the street to all the way towards where Woodlake's house is. And I'm gonna roll something.
There's definitely
else.
a shot of her, like, of the building across the street, like, pressed up against a wall.
Yeah.
It's just like, like, really.
Yeah.
I missed the last bit of what you said. I thought you were going to pause and you didn't.
Oh,
But,
sorry. I'm gonna make a quick roll. Hang on.
Go for it.
Hang on. Please work. Didn't have this set up. Dang it. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. And could you roll stealth, please?
Sure. Let's see if I can roll better than my perception roll. Nope, that fell off the desk.
Whoop.
It's a 2 on the dice
Oh, good.
for a total of 13.
Oh, good.
Total 13.
It
is hard to stealth properly
in the middle
first
of
off
the
when
day.
you're having a conversation
Yeah.
with a shaking UFO on your head.
Yeah.
Usually she's alone and just kind of like brooding.
Yeah.
In whatever way is appropriate for the moment.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah. You head off in the most convoluted in the most like roundabout way to get to
Sticking to the shadows, yes.
Sticking to the shadows, yeah. And
anyone looking knows that she is sneaking.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, usually, like, it's the thing where, like, her movements when she's sneaking, she's very obviously sneaking.
Yeah,
but usually people don't see.
Just do the
Because
full,
she's sneaky.
Yeah, just the full body kind of, like, sneaking a la...
Like, slide up against the wall.
Yeah,
like...
yeah. Do a flip.
Mumble, she does, like, definitely, like, weird, like, UPA, like, stretch across a thing and then, like, pull the rest of the body over.
Yeah,
like,
and
shit.
like swoop up to hide behind a telephone pole kind of deal.
Yeah.
As you go on and away and into the distance, a pair of green eyes follow you.
Son of a bitch.
And
hang on, are they fucking sneaking?
They're sneaking.
Roll a fucking stealth check for them.
I rolled earlier, but I should.
What's the thing? She's got a passive of 13.
It was
probably not good enough.
So that's an 18 on my end.
Fuck.
And they go,
Reporting. Nah. Reporting. Anomaly has left the area. No sign of defunct model. No further sightings of defunct sentry or defunct sprocket. We'll report further, standing by for further instruction.
and they vanish into the shadows.
So hang on, so wait, did they not get her? They rolled worse than her stealth, though.
Did they roll? Wait, sorry.
Wait, did they see her or not?
They saw her.
Oh, they saw her, but Cody's hiding in the hat.
Yeah, so they didn't see
Did
Cody.
Cody roll a stealth?
They didn't see Cody.
Great,
But
good.
they saw her.
She's just minding her business.
Yeah.
I don't... God, that feels like a place to end it, but I just want to make sure that we know that she does get Cody home.
Yeah, she does get Cody home. Yeah, she gets Cody home fine.
She probably sneaks up and opens the mail slot.
Yeah,
and then Cody can kind of slot through.
Just slots Cody in.
Or takes off her hat and while it's still two-dimensional, puts it through the...
Yeah. Cody doesn't know how this works, but they... But yeah, gosh. Oh, man.
I think a few days later, Woodlig probably gets a package with more or less a copy of generally the notes, maybe cleaned up, that Echo has taken.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would do that much at least.
Yeah.
This isn't a fucking rival reporter. This is not that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that'll do it.
They'll do it. They'll have to do it.
But she does share she might. Does Cody want that picture or not?
I think
she's probably got copies back at the office.
Yeah.
If that's the kind of thing that, I don't know if that helps.
Yeah, I think
probably just straight up asks do you want the picture? Or
I think at the very least Woodlig would, and M1A would absolutely once they know that it exists.
I think maybe then she'll before parting ways she'll give Cody the picture just to
yeah
proof evidence. It's important.
Yeah. You got
she's got copies back at the office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm wondering how M1A is gonna react.
Sorry, M1A. You could do that off screen.
Yeah, you can do that off screen, and you could potentially hear a loud expletive. They are.
God, she'd probably, if she does, she just cringes. She's walking away, she just cringes.
Yeah. So
she's did not expect it to get into this today.
Yeah.
Just looking into some funny object.
Yeah, and you definitely don't have. You're definitely not on any big machines radar right now.
No,
of course not.
She's too stealthy for that.
Yeah, it's fine.
She doesn't show up on radar.
Yeah. Echo, what have you gotten yourself into?
Listen, she doesn't have to be in it.
She doesn't.
That's the joy of being a reporter.
Yeah. Oh man.
I guess we'll see.
I guess we'll
Shrug
see.
emoji.
Yep.
Until next time.
Until next time. Thank you all so much for listening.
This is great. This is fun.
This is fun. This is great. I was not expecting it to go like this, but I'm kind of really glad it did.
Yeah. No, I mean it's interesting. It's compelling.
Yeah. Alrighty.
I am so sorry to Cody.
Yeah,
the way this went, but the dice were like, actually, it's gonna be like this.
Yeah, the dice were like, actually, fuck you, and I was like, oh, please don't.
I was like, okay, I have a solution.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah, I was trying. Yeah. Well.
Bye.
Bye.